a great connection, but as your homie, you know, I told you this on the side.
Yeah.
And I said, bro, like, it's best for you to be single in these years of your life so you can really grind.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't.
YouTube. What's going on? WittyP dropping in one time. You know, I want to do a reaction to a rapper, YouTuber, you know, DDG. Yes, you know, once you go through the breakup, you got all the answers for a relationship. Yes, DDG, he just broke up with Halle Bailey. You know, she's a singer and actress. You know, she's very talented as well. And he was on this podcast, No Ordinary Podcast, DDG. DDG's about 26 years old, and he was talking about relationships, you know, giving a relationship advice to his guy, Jay Cinco. You know, they was on the No Ordinary Podcast, and Jay Cinco, he's a rapper as well. And DDG, like I say, he's a YouTuber rapper, you know, and he, you know, recently just went through a breakup with Halle Bailey, you know, very beautiful gal. And you know how I go. When we go through a breakup, we got all the answers. What we should have did, could have did, what she should have did, all that shit. We got all the answers. And he was giving advice to Jay Cinco about what he would do if, you know, at 22 years old, like if he could, you know, go back 4 years, couple years, what would he would do at 22. And he was talking about relationship advice and basically saying he wouldn't even be in a relationship at all. He would just focus on himself, you know, grind it out and, you know, try to be the best version of himself. And I agree with him up until one point. And this is a major point that DDG said, because I don't agree with this at all. And with this mindset, you'll always kind of be, you'll never know where you stand, you know, if you have this type of mindset. And I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to play the video. I'm going to play the clip, but I'm going to cut it off right at the clip. It's towards the end, but I'm going to cut it off right where I disagree with DDG. But he gives some, you know, good advice as far as you on the come up, you trying to grind it out. Basically saying a relationship holds you back. But I'm going to give too much away. I'm going to get into the clip so y'all can hear it and hear what DDG has to say. So let's get right into it.
Well, I would say was because it's past tense, obviously now, but y'all was definitely a cute couple. I feel like y'all had a great connection. But as your homie, you know, I told you this on the side.
Yeah.
And I said, bro, like, it's best for you to be single in these years of your life so you can really grind.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't nobody going nowhere. Bella ain't going nowhere, unless a girl get a new nigga or something. But like, Bella ain't going nowhere, Brooklyn ain't going nowhere, whatever. You know, whoever you like in this moment. But get your ducks in a row first and grind and not have no restriction. It's real restrictions when you're in a relationship.
Yeah,
it's like
definitely.
you gotta always consider their feelings.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't really work how you want to work.
Yeah.
And if I can tell myself something at age 22, I would tell myself not to get in a relationship because it's damn near like having a part-time job, bro.
Yeah.
You really have to apply a lot of time and effort. Like you might be doing videos all day and your girl get an attitude when you're doing your last video, like, nigga, when you gonna take me out to eat?
Yeah.
When you gonna take me to the movies? When we gonna go on a date? And then it causes relationship problems in your real life that can affect your content. And you might get mad, get in an argument. You might not want to film the next day. Might not want to stream the next day. Might not want to go to the studio the next day. Whatever. Like, so I would tell myself if I was 22, I would say, bro, just grind it out. Let a relationship happen. But only happen when you feel comfortable in yourself as a man. Like, I would tell me, I'm gonna stop yapping after this. My last comment. I feel like you shouldn't get in a relationship until you feel like a nigga can't DM your girl and take your girl. Like if you feel like it's a nigga out there that's more lit than you, more like stable than you, that can take your girl, then you ain't working hard enough.
I feel that, but I mean, I don't really.
Okay. Like I say, you know, we go through that breakup, you know, that big breakup. Especially when we really, you know, we was really deep in love. We got all the answers after a breakup. You know, we got all the relationship advice and shit like that. We become a dating coach, relationship coach, all that shit. You know, when we go through a big breakup, you know, we got all the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the answers, Sway, in my Kanye voice. But, okay, DDG, he makes some good points. You know, you want to grind, you know, focus on yourself because relationship is, he say, like a part-time job, you know. It is, you know, you got to always make sure your partner's good, make sure, you know, everything's okay, everything's fine, you know. But like I say, at the end, I agree with him because he say you don't want to get into a relationship until the point where you feel like you so turned up nobody could DM your girl and take your girl. Okay, DDG, he was on the right path until he had to be DDG, you know, because this is I ain't gonna say a poor way to think, but you can't think like this, because if you feel like you know somebody could DM your girl and take your girl, and if that's the case, then your girl is moved by a lot of different shit. You know, more so she more so materialistic. She doesn't care about actually getting to know somebody. If somebody could DM your girl and take her, that says more so about your gal than the guy. Real talk. Real talk. Because only thing a guy can do is work so hard to the point where you feel like you want for nothing. And if you can work to that point that you want for nothing, that's the ultimate goal in life. Not trying to outdo somebody else or compete with somebody else. No, because there's always gonna be somebody more lit than you. You know, some people are just driven by money, you know. So it's always gonna be somebody out there more money, more lit. I guess you can call it that, whatever. But only thing you can strive for in life is to be well off and not need for anything. Be able to say, oh, if I want it, I can get it. Simple as that. All that extra shit, talking about somebody DM, taking your girl, this and that, he had to be DDG. You know, that's just DDG being DDG. You know, he had to go off the wall. You know, but he was on the right DDG. You know, he was on the right path, but he had to be, you know, DDG. But I agree with him, you know, for the, you know, basically 95% of what he said, because a relationship, it is, you know, it is another job, because you got to make sure everything is good with your partner, you know, looking out for them. You know, you can't be slacking out here, not in a relationship. You can't be slacking out here. You can't. But like I said, when we go through a breakup, we have all the answers. We do. We have all the answers. You know how it be. We all of a sudden have all the answers when we go through a breakup. But that was DDG, you know, giving his opinion, his, you know, his perspective if he was to go back, you know, some years back and give, you know, some relationship advice and things like that. So I agree with him, like I said, until the last part. Only thing you can wish for is to be well off and not need for anything, you know, and you made it in life, in my opinion. You know, what more can you ask for? But let me know what y'all think. Comment, like, subscribe. Best way to help us share the video. But definitely want to do a reaction to this DDG, giving his perspective, you know, going through that breakup. So he got all the answers now. But comment, like, subscribe. Best way to help us share the video. If you're entertaining, hit that cash app. That's what I do. We out.